Hello. Hello. How's it going, everyone? Hi, Sivian. What's up? What's up? You were waiting for me. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. What the? I was trying to use my controller. Oopsies. Oh, no. No, no. No, no. Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright, here we go. Yo, this music's pretty dope. I like it. I like it. Alright. What happened last time? Does anyone remember? I was staring at the screen waiting for you, Taco. Were you now? Were you now? That must be boring. What the flip's it in? So hold on, I'm just gonna take some water. Oh yeah, so my parents aren't here, and I'm home alone, and I have to take care of my birds. So well, not just my birds, but my dogs and my cat. So I'm leaving my door opened so my dogs and cat can go in and out of my room, and so that my birds can see me. But the issue was that my birds were screaming very loudly. So I added a noise gate to my mic. I'm gonna try and pay attention to the volume of my mic if it's going through all right, but yeah, no promises. So like if you guys notice something that, well, I guess you wouldn't notice me talking not going through, but yeah, yeah, just heads up. Heads up. I might be talking and you guys might not hear it if I'm talking super low, but I tried my best to fix it. So it should be good. It should be all right. I don't know if I put it too low though. So like my parents might be heard, but whatever. All right. Wait, what happened last time? Oh yeah, 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 the elemental thing. Yep. Yeah. Okay, let's go. The next morning, I wake up with a wide yawn. My body aches from the fight, but otherwise I feel very rested. Oh right, I lost that fight really hard against Walter White. Yeah, I remember. I gather my things and meet the group downstairs for a quick breakfast. Then we begin our journey to Hearth Point. After traveling all morning, we decide to stop and rest for a while. The sun shines overhead in the sky, and there's a soft breeze to balance out the warmth of the day. Zach claims a spot in the shade of a tree where he cleans out his discharges, and Amelia and Kara rummage through the packs to pass around water. Okay, I also have something else. So I was watching Ethan's stream, One Hot Snow, right? And he has the chat on his screen. Is that something like fun to see the messages? I feel like it's kind of because I can't see them. Like only the stream can see it. So I don't know. Whatever. Zay. Liana approaches me. Oh boy,
Since
hi.
we're taking a break, would you be up for some magic training? We can go into the clearing so you aren't just out on the open road.
She bought me a gauntlet. I prefer if you don't have the chat on the screen. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought too. So we're good. It just takes up space. Yeah. Finally, some a long time. Now let's do it. I nod. The faster I learn to cast, the faster I can go home. There's no point in putting this off. Let's do. Wait, I wonder if I have to make a move on her. You know, since she's the only one. Wait. Huh. I'm just gonna play this game like if I was the main character. So I'm just gonna do the choices, pick the choices that I would do. Liana smiles. I follow her to a little alcove off of the path. We're far enough. Oh wait, did you guys? Oh, I was talking at the same time. This doesn't count. We're far enough that passers-by won't get a good view of me, but not far enough that we lose sight of the rest of the team.
The actual process is a bit tricky. You have to channel the energy out of the crystal, then concentrate on the process of shaping it, refining the energy into something you can use. So, to do that, you need to concentrate on the crystal's form and use your mind to alter it.
Wait, what crystal? What? What? I'm not sure I got all that. Yeah, she pauses to think.
Okay, you have a manipulator now.
Yes.
So instead of trying to channel the energy from stored within you, try to concentrate on channeling through the manipulator.
Why'd you say crystal? I look down at the manipulator on my wrist. Alright, so I can channel the energy from this crystal? It's not. Wait.
Exactly. Like this.
Okay, I guess it's a crystal. Liana holds out her manipulator. It pulses softly with a blue light, and then a small burst of wind erupts from the manipulator. Okay, I'll give it a go. I stare hard at my manipulator, trying to focus on the energy of the crystal. I scrunch up my face in concentration, but nothing seems to work.
Just concentrate on the energy. Let go of your distractions.
Let go of my distractions. I try to clear my mind, but all I can think about is how nothing seems to be happening. It's not working.
That's okay. Keep trying. It's always hardest your first time.
Yeah, this is my second time though. I think through Liana's explanation again. Is there something I've missed? Trying again, I concentrate, focusing on the energy, but nothing happens. This isn't working.
Don't give up. Try again.
Okay.
Just focus on that energy and use the manipulator to channel it.
Don't force me into it, please. I know you've said that before, but it doesn't make sense to me. Liana runs her hand through her hair as she frowns.
I don't know how else to put it. Once you get it, you'll know. You just have to keep concentrating and trying.
This must be really frustrating, to be honest. Like, if I was the main character, I'd be pretty frustrated. It's kind of like, you have to do it. I can't tell you how to do it, but once you do it, you'll know how to do it. It's like, you know? I don't know. That's really not helpful, yeah, but I take a deep breath to calm myself down. It's not Liana's fault, and she's being very patient. That energy probably disappears once you absorb it. You think so? But then I can't go home, can I? Like, if I have to use that energy, then... I mean, she could always check it. I feel like that'd be a smart thing to do. Is it just me? Why am I not getting it? No, yeah. So, I would feel frustrated, but I don't think, like, Liana bought this manipulator for me, and she's trying really hard for me. Like, I think me giving up is kind of lame. If I was the main character, I wouldn't give a damn because magic, that's cool to learn. True, but like, if you feel like you can't learn it, it's pretty frustrating. Liana hasn't given up on me, so I shouldn't give up on myself either. Yeah, exactly. I have to keep trying. My face flushes as I try to find the energy of the crystal, but I'm still unsuccessful. Liana looks concerned at the sweat beading on my temple.
Are you okay?
I sigh heavily. This is hopeless.
It just takes practice.
I can tell Liana wants to stay positive, but her words feel flat. This is taking a toll on her too. I should just practice this on my own. I don't know what else to do. She frowns as she thinks, then she shakes her head with a sigh.
How about we take a break for now? Maybe if you have a chance to think about it a little more, you'll have more success next time.
Channel your anger to bring the energy manipulator. I half-heartedly shrug. Sure. So you'd be a fire wizard mage person. I try to keep the skepticism out of my voice, but Liana seems just as skeptical as we return to the group. Please don't ask. Okay. Kara, Zach, and Amelia are ready for us when we get back. After I have a chance to rehydrate and grab a quick bite to eat, we continue on our way. I thought, like, Zach, or not really Zach, but frickin' Amelia would have been. So did it work? It's like, did you? If you can't bring the energy, calmly bring it through anger. I mean, if it works, the rest of our journey goes far more smoothly than my training. As the sun dips low in the sky, we decide to rest for the night. After securing a well-covered area, we get to work setting up camp. Ooh. Liana disappears to gather firewood while Zack rummages through the supplies prepping for dinner. Kara secures the perimeter. Oh right, we have Kara. I forgot about her. It's the thief girl. Yeah. I roll out my sleeping roll and Amelia does the same. As she sets down her things, the Pongo plushie from before falls onto the grass. Huh. Wait. So if I don't win the thing, then she wouldn't have that Pongo plushie, so this wouldn't happen. Watches Amelia can help, but Liana can't, so she gets jealous. Ooh, maybe. That sounds pretty accurate. Amelia carefully writes it, then continues to unpack. Actually, you know, she would either get jealous or really happy for me. She kind of feels like that kind of person. The Pongo jiggles up to the plushie and greets it excitedly.
Boy!
The plushie makes no reaction, but the Pongo is undeterred. Are you serious, Pongo? You can't realize it's a plushie?
Boy!
Again, the plushie doesn't respond. The Pongo deflates and his face falls. Mia furrows her brow, then slowly touches her manipulator. Oh boy, she's gonna make it talk? The Pongo plushie suddenly bobs to life as a thin layer of water pools underneath. Amelia tries not to move her lips.
Boy!
What the fuck? The Pongo's eyes grow wide and he beams.
Boy!
Okay, she's gonna have to do this every time now.
Boy!
Perfect. That voice is perfect. The plushie bobs again and the Pongo squishes against it as if in a hug. Mila cracks a small smile which disappears when she meets my gaze. Oh boy. She clears her throat and returns to fiddling with her things. Why would I pretend I didn't know it? No, she's secretly softy. My heart warms as I watch her. She's not as cool as she would have people believe. I go help Liana find more kindle. When we return with the firewood, we get a fire started. Zack pulls out a simple pot and a few basic ingredients, then he gets to work. Both probably happy but disappointed and kind of jealous that she couldn't help. I guess so. Soon the fragrance of cooked meat makes my mouth water. Kara wanders over the fire. Over to the fire. Over the fire.
What is it?
She reaches for one of the skewers, but Zack's expression makes her pause.
It's not done yet.
So he's a cook? She pouts and continues to eye the food. After some time, a very appetizing aroma fills the air. Zack removes the skewers from the fire and scoops porridge into bowls.
Alright, it's done.
He hands a bowl to each of us, then settles down as we dig in. Iggy? Iggy? F.U. Car still hate you? Yo, she was really useful though, so. I bite into the juicy meat and let the taste linger. I do remember now, linger on my tongue. It's smoky and tender, a perfect barbecue. Car savors the bite.
Oh, I didn't know camp food could taste this good.
Zack
It's
shrugs.
nothing special.
We've been doing this all wrong. No more rotating cooking duty. I vote we have Zack cook for us every night.
And she's a tool for the group. Zack turns his head away and lets his hair fall over his face.
You don't have to make a big deal out of this.
Wait. Wait, I'm I'm confused. I'll be your wingman. I'll be Zack's wingman or Kara's wingman? Cause usually a wingman helps you hit on someone. But then, screw it. I second that vote. Oh yeah. So you see, Zack, I don't even know what this meat is, and I don't care because I want it in my belly. You are a man of many talents. Yeah, that just feels like I'm hitting on him. What the fuck? Kara looks at Zach with a soft smile on her face. I think she's impressed.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, that is weird. What? No, dude, I stare at Zach, who's entirely focused on me and completely unaware of Kara. This guy is pretty dense.
I wonder what other talents you're hiding.
Oh, gods. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. He shrugs.
It's okay, I'll find them all out soon.
Oh, okay. Okay. She's talking about gunslinging, is what she's talking about. Zach doesn't respond but begins to gather the empty bowls.
Seriously though, nobody's cooking can compare. Especially not mine.
Oh, rest in pieces. I know the feel. Zach pauses.
I enjoyed it.
Are we shipping it? I think I'm shipping it. Kara blinks.
Really?
He offers a short nod.
It's not bad.
Oh. Zach looks up and meets her gaze. Kara's grin widens and a small blush creeps into her cheeks. I ship it! I ship it! Yep. Yes! It's finally happening! This is my cue to leave! What the fuck? Wait, no. I quietly slip away and go sit down at the edge of the campsite. No, I have to watch! What? What? Liana sits down beside me with a small smile. I feel her hesitate before she speaks. Oh.
So, magic training today.
Oh, yeah. Talk about it. Yeah.
I know today wasn't quite what you expected, but after more practice, you'll get it.
I can't. Like, I hate Kara with a deep, deep hatred, but Zach and Kara have such good interactions. Ah, must ship it! I know! They're probably the two, like, most useful, too. Like, I think Zach is really good in a fight, and then Kara's really good outside of a fight. I mean, I don't know in a fight. I didn't see her, but she probably beat up that one guy that was running away with Walter White. I know she's trying to be encouraging, but this is really the last thing I want to talk about. The thought of having to go through that again fills me with dread. What do you think the next practice should be?
Honestly, every day.
Ooh, kill me. I swallow the groan that threatens to come out, but I can't hold back my dismay. Every day? Liana forces a smile.
Casting is not easy, and it really takes as much practice as possible. With us traveling to the next temple, this is the best way to get you to learn quickly.
She looks away and I see her smile drop. Liana's clearly as excited about this as I am, but she's trying hard to pretend like that's not the case. Huh? I can respect that, and I appreciate that she's trying. What is she trying? She looks away and I see Liana's clearly as excited about this as I am, but she's trying hard to pretend like that's not the case. That she's not excited. Oh, okay. I get it. I thought she was excited to explore the ruins. Whatever. Well, then I hope next time will be more productive than this time. Liana tries to sound more chipper than she is.
Like I said, nobody can cast their first time. It's something I had to work on for weeks before I was able to even manipulate a light breeze.
Holy moly, I have to do this for weeks. Flip it, use your Ingra's energy. It'd be so much easier. Probably, maybe. Yeah, because you were like 11. So sucks. I don't want to be rude. I think she's trying to cheer me up. So I'm gonna take the attempt and be like, thank you. Actually, hearing that even Liana had trouble is more comforting than I thought. She's such a talented caster now that it gives me a bit of hope. I smiled genuinely. You're right. I'm sure with practice I'll get it. Liana's mood lifts and she returns my smile. See?
That's the spirit.
Yeah! Liana looks up at the
You
sky.
should probably get some rest. It's another early start tomorrow.
As Liana says that, I feel a yawn coming on. That sounds like a good idea. The others are winding down too. Zach stays up to take the first watch. As Liana heads over to her bedroll, I crawl into mine and try to ignore the hardness of the ground. No beds. Rip. Eventually, I fall asleep. That was a quick day. That was 30 minutes, I think. 19 minutes, actually. We wake up in the morning and break down the camp, then we resume our journey. After traveling for most of the day, we finally end up at Heart Point. This is where Arton Hunt is supposedly. I think I'm finally getting used to all the walking as my legs, although tired, don't feel sore.
We'll need to find this person quickly. Adventurers aren't known for sticking around in one spot for very long.
Let's not waste any time then.
Amelia nods.
I propose we begin our investigation at the taverns.
Taverns?
Yes, there are 2 taverns on Hearth Point. One over there,
Hearth Point, I see. She points to a building by the entrance.
and another one facing northeast from the second gate.
Kara seems a little surprised by how much Amelia knows about this town. She probably had to study the geography of Havengard and read. She had to study and read about all the surrounding towns and villages, whatever.
We don't have too much daylight left.
He's right. The sun sets the sky ablaze as it dips closer to the horizon.
Let's split up. We'll be able to cover more ground that way.
Ooh, who are we splitting up with?
If one tavern is a dead end, then check the other. If he's not in either place, then we'll meet back here.
Damn, Zach using his leadership.
I concur with this plan. Any objections?
No one speaks
Then
up.
let us proceed.
Now I would have said objection just to say it. Zach, Amelia, and Kara start heading towards the nearest tavern.
Wait!
They look back at
We
us.
didn't talk about how the group is being split.
Kara smirks.
I think it's quite obvious.
Oh, wow. Wait, they set us up? Wait. They set us up! What? Zach, Amelia? That was a setup! How did they all know? No freaking way. Liana blinks at me as the group resumes walking.
What does that mean?
See, I think I would like to say this one, but not in this phrasing, you know? Like I'd say, well, they're trying to match us up together. Not, we are a couple, of course. Act stupid for defense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do this one, to be honest. At least I would. I'd be honest, but there is no, not, you know, there's no, be honest. I shrug. Beats me. Very strange indeed, yes. Like it depends on the tone main character says it in. Yeah. So let's get going. Liana nods.
Ready when you are.
It's a brief walk through the town before we reach the place. Ah man, I kinda regret it. Like, is it literal or is it a joking kind of way? I know, right? I kinda wanna go back to see it. I don't think I can. Anyways, I picked that one, so. As we push the door open, the warm smell of bread wafts through the air, bringing with it a chorus of laughter. The tables are full of men and women sharing food and pints. This place has a cozy feel, and as we look around, I feel comfortable and welcome. Wait, so do we even know what this guy looks like? Like, we're looking for someone, but do we know what he looks like or no? That's kind of awkward.
So, Kara mentioned Arton has an eye patch.
Oh, well, there we go. She pauses as she glances at the patrons.
We should split up and see if we spot him.
I nod. Sounds like a plan. We separate and begin our search. I slowly walk around the tavern looking for anyone with an eye patch. As I begin to lose hope that he's here, I spot a man sitting alone. He's scribbling furiously in a notebook, but more importantly, an eye patch covers one eye. There you go. Finally, a lead! Nope, we only know his name and an eye patch. Yep. I hurry over to him. As I get close, I notice he's drawing a map. He stops and looks up at me.
What do you want?
Well, we already know it's Arton. Alright, cool. His tone is gruff, but he doesn't seem hostile. Are you Arton Hunt? He sizes me up.
What of it?
I heard that you found an area of high energy. continues to stare at me. I was wondering if you could share that information? He waves the hand dismissively.
It's not something to be shared.
Oh, come on! I can pay you for it. He frowns.
You can't just buy the experience of discovery. Coins are merely a construct of human greed, and you need to absolve yourself of materialistic reliance to transcend.
Oh god. He's one of these people, huh? Whatever that means. Will you at least tell me where it is? He glares at me.
I'd like to get back to my work, and you're taking up my time.
Liana! His voice is deep AF, yeah. He taps his pen impatiently on the table.
Do you mind?
I do mind, actually. Looks like I've annoyed the guy. I doubt he'll say anything now. Thanks anyway. I leave the man alone and search for Liana instead. I find her with the rest of her party and approach them.
Arden wasn't at the other tavern, but we heard that he's here.
He is. Everyone turns to face me, but he's an ass
Did you
twat.
find him?
I nod. Yeah, he's back there. Point to the back tables, but it seems like he's not the sharing type. I even offered to pay, and he still refused to talk. We have a reason for this, you man whore? Yeah. Liana's face falls, and Amelia and Zach seem discouraged. Only Kara remains optimistic. Oh yeah, she can probably
Right, you've
persuade
done the
him.
hard work for us.
Zach stares at her.
Did you just miss the part about how that guy won't talk even for money?
Finding the target is the difficult part. Getting information out of him is just a matter of being tactful.
Oh boy, she's gonna use her woman assets. Yep. Kara winks. Zach cracks his knuckles and grins.
I get you. We're finally on the same page.
No, you're not. I think he's thinking they're gonna fight. I don't think that's...
I didn't mean beat the information out of him.
Yeah. Zach frowns.
You just have to give him an appealing reason to loosen his lips.
Torture, yeah, exactly. Exactly, torture, yes.
Are you proposing to exploit his humanistic need to procreate with an attractive maid as a guise to extract the needed information?
Wow. Well then,
If you mean flirt with him to find out what we need to know, then yes.
What a cunning method. I approve.
oh god, no, not you. Zach and I are on the same page at least. We all stare at Amelia. You do? She nods. That was unexpected.
Who shall be executing this plan?
Me. Pick me. Kara. The flip. Are you up for the job, Kara? Kara grins.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, like there's no way I would ask anyone else to do it. She heads towards the target, swinging her hips alluringly. Liana looks on with amazement.
She turned it on just like that?
What? Is that a thing to turn on, turn off? Seems like she's not the only thing being turned on. Oh boy. Oh no. I shift my attention to Zach, who very obviously stares at Kara's derriere. What the fuck? What if he's gay? Then said Zach.
Zach!
Zach snaps back to reality, and his face flushes when he notices all of us looking.
What? I wasn't staring.
Oh! Once you notice we're all looking at you, you can't say that.
No accusation was made, yet your defensive disposition is quite revealing of your intent.
I mean, I can't disagree with her. Sorry, Zach. Zach coughs and crosses his arms as he looks away.
You're thinking too much into this.
Yes, of course. We watch Kara working her magic. She engages Arten, and at one point even gets him to laugh. She scoots closer to him and rests a hand on his arm. Things seem to be going well. This conversation continues. Arten suddenly shakes his head and dismisses Kara. She tries to laugh off the dismissal and re-engage him in the conversation, but he looks back down at his page and continues drawing. What the flip? She failed? Zach dug himself a grave. Yeah, pretty much. Still stunned, she slowly makes her way back to us.
I don't understand.
Her eyes glaze over in disbelief.
It would appear Kara was unsuccessful.
Alright, Amelia, you're next. But how about Amelia?
Wow.
What?
What's wrong with you?
What? 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 Liana shoots me a disapproving look.
She's just a kid.
Oh. Uh. Car folds her arms and looks at me just as disapprovingly as Liana. What the flip, guys? What the flip?
I never thought you'd turn out to be such a creep.
Oh my god! Amelia blinks in surprise.
I believe you are mistaken about my age.
Oh wait, are we? Isn't she 19? Wait a minute. Amelia's words fall on deaf ears as the girls continue to give me death glares. Okay, maybe not Amelia. But she seemed okay with the idea. Come on. Come on. What is this? Liana. Wow! How do you look surprised? You're the last one!
Me?
Kara masks a chuckle as Zack snickers. Liana frowns.
What's with that reaction?
Kara smiles.
Oh, don't get me wrong, you're cute, but I'm not sure you've got the personality needed for this type of thing.
Liana
And
frowns.
what's that supposed to mean?
You're a bit shy.
Ooh.
I can be plenty forward.
Oh. Kara and Zack burst out laughing.
As if you fared any better.
Oh, damn. Kara's smile drops.
It's always
Damn.
worked before.
Liana looks at Amelia.
You think I can do it, right?
Amelia studies Liana.
I must admit that your propriety does not lend well to the suggestion that you could entice the desired sexual attention.
Wait, that was freaking savage. What the flip, Amelia? Liana crosses her arms and pouts.
Even you, Amelia?
Yeah, I believe in you. Come on.
Aw, okay.
Sorta.
How about you show one of us what you've got? If you're successful, you can try.
Fine.
Not me, not me, not me, not me, not me, not me. Oh! I don't think so either. For once, I agree with Kara. We're about to see it. Kara points to me.
There's your target. What are you going to do?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Liana's cheeks tinge slightly as she meets my eyes. I have a strange feeling in my stomach. She takes a deep breath to gather her thoughts, then flashes me a determined look. She oversways her hips as she walks over to me. The movement is too exaggerated and makes her look like she doesn't know how to walk.
Oh,
Hey guy, we have to act like we're interested in learning about exploration. What do you mean? What? Oh yeah, you're right, yeah. She stammers as she tries to speak, almost as if the words elude her.
hey there,
Yeah, yikes.
sailor.
Yikes! I look at her blankly.
What?
What?
Hi?
Despite having an attractive figure and aesthetically pleasing features, it is now abundantly clear why Liana has been unable to acquire a companion.
Oh, damn! Amelia's a savage. Like I remember the first stream, Zack was being a savage, but now Amelia's freaking.
Amelia!
At this rate, the only companion she'll be acquiring is a house full of cats.
Oh gosh, she's gonna be a cat lady. So that's where a meme came from? Wait, what? What meme? Zack nods in
You
agreement.
guys are so mean.
Liana pouts. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. Those eyes grow wide, then she frowns.
I'm not laughing.
I am. I'm like, oh, ow. She punches my arm. Yeah. I rub my arm as Amelia speaks.
I believe we should nominate someone else.
Pick me. Nana crosses her arms but doesn't protest. That's her one then.
Regrettably, all of our options for this plan are
Wait!
exhausted.
Wait! Wait! So I had to nominate Amelia? Like there was no way I could not nominate her. What the flip? What the fuck? Whatever. Great. What are we going to do now? Kara suddenly looks around.
Wait, where did Zack go?
Oh god. Zack is gonna challenge him to a duel. What if he's actually gay? We're about to find out. We search frantically before spotting him besides Arton.
Oh no, we'll get in trouble with the city guards if he is.
To everyone's surprise, Arton's face is deep red as he coyly looks away. So he is gay. He giggles as he hands something to Zack. Zack accepts the parchment and nods at him, then heads back to us. Arton looks longingly after Zack's retreating form.
Here.
Yep, he's gay. He hands Kara the parchment. She opens it up to reveal a map of the neighboring forest. This is sinewy. The flip was that word? Sinewy? Path drawn in to indicate where pockets of high energy readings are. Kara looks from Zack to the map and back to
But
Zack.
how did you get this?
Zack shrugs. Kara continues to stare at Zack. This time, she seems less surprised and more impressed. I ship it. Well, at least we have what we need. I believe that someone was able to get Arton to crack, but how did Zack pull it off? Without it coming to blows, no less. I shake my head. I guess some mysteries will never be solved. Yep. Yeah, I was only joking about him being gay. Yeah, and then I went to him and he was like, yeah, no, flip you. And Zack goes to him and he's like, oh my god. Like, what the heck, man? I glance outside at the darkened sky. It's getting a little late. Do you think we should stay here for the night or should we head out?
We wouldn't be able to make much progress. May as well spend the night here and get a fresh start in the morning.
Alright. But what if Zack is gay? No, he was looking at Kara's derriere. Emil stands.
Now that our business has concluded, I must take my leave.
Everyone stares at her.
Where are you going?
I have an obligation I must fulfill.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it sounded like you're meeting someone.
She is meeting someone.
You are correct. It will not take long, and
Alright,
I will
time to
be
go
ready
spy on
to
her.
rejoin you in the morning.
Okay, yeah, but you aren't Hot Taco? Zack has a good body? Wait, how do you know I don't have a good body in this game? As Emil turns to leave, Zack stops her.
Are you sure you should go alone?
Emil raises an eyebrow.
Surely my parents would mean me no harm.
Your parents? So that's why she knew about the city. Alright.
Parents?
Yes. They would be very upset if I were to pass through without visiting them.
You have family here and didn't tell us?
I did not see the relevance.
Yes, that sounds pretty accurate.
Don't you want to see them?
To visit them is currently the obligation that I am going to fulfill.
Obligation? I saw CGs. Oh, did you?
Good. Let's get to it then.
Kara gets their feet and pushes Amelia towards the exit.
I do not understand.
We're going to meet your parents.
What? No. Look at her face. Look at Amelia's face. It's like, Before Amelia can protest, Kara has already led her out the door. The rest of us trail behind. Do we really have to? Amelia sighs.
Very well.
Emil, Zack, and Kara walk ahead as Leona and I follow. Leona has a strange expression on her face and I can't quite read.
What do you think her parents are like?
What? I would have that face too? Yeah, me too. Logical and rational. My hypothesis is correct. Amelia and her parents will share a distinct similarity. Like mother, like daughter, right?
I'm not so sure about that.
Oh. Makes you say that?
She grew up at the university and didn't get to spend as much time at home. Most of her behaviors were probably learned from there.
Sounds like Amelia's childhood was a lot more serious than the average child. Wonder if that's why she acts so casually about her parents. Going to see them almost sound like a chore she had to knock out. Yeah. We pause in front of a modest house. There's a small garden in the front yard and a few flower pots line the stoop. Amelia steps up to the door and knocks. Does she have a key? She looks back at me.
I do. However, it is back at the academy. I did not anticipate our travels would lead us to Hearth Point.
Yeah, that is a good point. Are her parents assholes? Maybe. The door swings open and an older woman stands in the doorway. Her face has fine lines which reveal her age, but her smile is warm and kind. I guess not. Her eyes light up when she sees Amelia, and she draws her into a tight hug.
Amy! What a pleasant surprise! I didn't know you were stopping by.
Oh, she looks good. She doesn't look old at all. What the flip? Kara grins at the use of a nickname. Wait, what was the nickname? Amy. Let's see. Amelia doesn't react to her mother's embrace and almost seems to wait out the hug. Eventually her mother lets go, then turns back towards the house.
Honey, Amy's come home.
What? You know, a faint voice calls out from within the
Amy?
house.
Be right there.
Her mom turns back to Amelia and hugs her again.
Oh, we missed you so much.
Suddenly she seems to notice the rest of us. She quickly lets Amelia go and ushers all of us inside.
Amy, did you bring friends? Come in, come in.
Wait, isn't that like a famous voice actress? No? Remember our thanks as we shuffle into the house. The walls are painted with light colors, giving the house a bright and cheerful air. We convene in the sitting room where we sit on the couch and chairs. The upholstery is clean but has definitely seen a lot of use. Mia's father arrives. He pushes his glasses back up onto his nose and breaks into a wide smile. He also scoops Amelia into his arms.
What an unexpected pleasure.
After he sets her down, he stands beside his wife. Irish, I
Hello,
had a
Mother.
like that. Wow,
Father.
You know that we love seeing you, but what are you doing out at the university? It isn't a holiday.
Mother leans forward in her seat.
Oh, was your little field study finally approved? That's wonderful.
Actually,
Remember what I said about how each rejection is just one step closer to success. I just knew you were bound to get one, even if it took all those tries and applications.
all those tries? How many times did she apply? Although Amelia doesn't speak, her cheeks turn red.
Honey, let's not embarrass her in front of her peers.
Peers?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got so excited. She's been trying for almost a year now.
Okay, yeah, keep spilling the beans, yeah. She turns excitedly towards Leona.
You must be the field lead.
Leona looks bewildered. Bewildered?
Yes, that is correct.
Leona shoots Amelia a questioning glance, which Amelia ignores. Her parents beam wider as they look on their daughter with pride. Her mom has her hand over her heart, and her dad nods approvingly.
It's nice to see you're still working hard at your studies.
Her father's voice is muffled. Yeah.
We're very proud of you, sweetie. But what sort of mission is this? I should think you would be the apprentice of another mage or a mage caster, rather than a mage knight.
Bewildered. Like this?
Leanna is part of the Mage Guild.
So it's an internship with the Mage Guild? That's very prestigious.
He puffs with pride.
I see.
Wow, they live a lie. Well, they don't live a lie, but, you know. Mother's face softens as she addresses Leona.
We entrust our daughter to you. Please take good care of her.
Yes. Leona pauses, but as she looks at the hopefulness on Amelia's parents' face, she returns their smile.
I promise I will.
Well, now we're liars. Once the attention drifts away from her, I notice her gaze linger on Amelia's parents. She furrows her brow in pensive thought.
And what about the rest of you?
That's gonna be a little difficult to explain, sir. Kara grins.
I assist with locating and exploring ancient sites.
The parents seem
We
intrigued.
have been following instances of magical anomalies in an attempt to understand and explain their occurrences.
Of course, of course.
His gaze lands on Zach. Oh, I'm the last one. Oh god.
You look more like a fighter rather than a mage.
Zach
What
nods.
exactly is your role in this group?
Before Zach responds, Kara steps in.
Oh, he's my companion. He helps me secure our sites and, well,
She grabs his arm and flashes him a coy smile. Zach stares at Kara and her hand on his arm.
Hands off.
Oh boy. She laughs lightly and presses herself closer to him.
oh, you don't need to be shy. Just pretend it's just you and me.
Oh gods. Zach's scowl deepens as he twists himself away from her. A blush tinges his cheeks. Amelia's dad's chuckle. Amelia's dad chuckles. She only has one.
Say no more. I remember what it was like to be young.
Oh yes, of course. Zach's blush deepens. Kara watches his discomfort with amusement. Finally, his gaze lands on me.
And what about you?
I'm actually the hired missile. Yeah. Someone live for Taco? Yes, please, someone save me. Okay, definitely not third. It's true, I know it's true, but then they're gonna be like, what student? And then I'm like, oh, rip. And if I go with, I'm actually the hired muscle, then I don't really look like, you know, you're learning from Liana? Yeah, that is, yeah. But yeah, I can't say this because then it's like, well, Zach looks stronger than you, so yeah. I'm also a student who's trying to discover more about the anomalies. That's technically not a lie. Her parents nod.
Amy, will you and your friends stay for dinner?
We would not wish to impose upon you any further. We can return to the inn.
The inn? Oh, nonsense. You can all stay here for the night. We certainly have enough room.
Really? I thought it was a small house. Because we're crystal from the gauntlet? Oh wait, is the crystal win? Really?
Yes, we insist. I'll get started on dinner and afterwards you can all relax. Come with me, Amy.
Wow! Okay, I'm looking this up. Her voice is really familiar. Voice actors, Elena, Estelle. Yeah, I don't know if I can find. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Amelia, Estelle, Carnor, Leona, Dawn, Pongo, Zach Spade. Yeah, I can't find the... Ah, her voice is so familiar though. Alright, anyways. Yeah.
If that is what you wish.
Wait, let me see.
Yes, we insist. I'll get started on dinner and afterwards you can all relax. Come with me, Amy.
It might just be Liana's voice actress, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Amelia obliges as they start towards the kitchen.
That's wonderful. It's so nice to have you home. And we never get to meet any of your friends. In fact, you're all the first one she's brought home.
Yeah, 'cause, well...
Really?
Well... I glances sideways at Amelia, who remains stoic.
I hope she's not giving you any trouble. She's always been a bit hot-blooded.
What? What? Hot-blooded? Amelia? This time we all look at
Are
Amelia.
you sure we're talking about the same person?
She laughs and the two of them head into the kitchen. Oh, was that a joke? Continue to chat as we wait for dinner to be ready. Her father is enthusiastic and shares fun facts about the town. He's a tailor and offers to patch up any clothes for us. Dinner is a simple but delicious meal, and we all clean our plates. Amelia's mom seems pleased.
Would anyone care for seconds?
Oh boy. Both Liana and Zach take a second helping. Liana piles her plate up with food until it's even fuller than Zach's plate. As she digs in, Kara watches enviously.
Where does it all go?
You know, what makes me really awkward, I don't know, awkward, but weird about her character thing is her her belly button. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know.
You have such a healthy appetite, yet you're still so slim.
This has the potential to go horribly wrong. Contrary to my fears, Liana smiles coyly.
Oh, you think so? I'm just lucky, I guess.
Rather than luck, I would attribute it to the constant wind resistance you admit during your travels and activities.
Liana looks surprised and nervous.
What?
Mia raises an eyebrow.
I can detect a constant energy utilization from your manipulator, which is creating wind friction.
Liana interrupts with loud laughter, but her face is bright red.
You're thinking way too much into this, Amelia. It's probably just, magic residue you're detecting.
Wait. So she's using her wind to remain slim? Yeah, Liana's freaking cheating! Amelia gives Liana an unimpressed look as if to say that was the silliest excuse she's heard. That's genius! She's burning it using magic, yes! I hadn't even considered using magic like that.
I don't believe this is a common application of energy utilization.
But it's a genius. Kara
So
smiles.
that's your secret.
Liana nervously picks at her food.
Anyway, this is really, really good. What is it?
The change in subject, the mood relaxes, and the conversation naturally flows. I'd do it though, not gonna lie. I wouldn't. That's why I didn't pick it, but I'm slim enough, so I'd do something to gain weight, to be honest, not to lose weight. Zack and Emilia's dad found a common interest. Although he's a tailor, he takes a special interest in restoring weapons.
Actually, weapons are a specialty of mine too.
Your dischargers, I did notice that. They're a bit unusual, aren't they? I haven't seen too many with those types of crystals.
It served me well.
Emilia's dad pauses as he observes Zack.
Come on, son, lighten up a bit. No need to be so formal here. Why don't you try cracking a smile? You don't have to look so doom and gloom all the time.
Oh boy. Zack really stares at him until Kara elbows him.
Oh, come on, companion. You don't want to be rude, do you? Especially after you've already helped yourself to this delicious meal. Twice.
While she's playing him. Do you get a CG? Zack sighs in resignation. Oh god. Does that count as a CG? I don't know. I like blade clothing. I wear it, but I have to be careful with it. Zack doesn't smile, it's not within his nature. I mean, he pauses and seems to collect himself. Kara watches, amused at his display. After taking a few long breaths, he looks up with determination. Reluctantly, he curls up the corners of his lips and exposes his teeth in an awkward grimace smile hybrid. Ah. Perfect, Zack, perfect. His eyes almost seem to be calling for help, as if holding the smile is causing him pain. Everyone recoils from his look. Except for Kara, who blushes. What the flip, Kara? You're into this? Well,
Oh, wow, that's really hot.
Oh, God! We all exchange confused glances as Zack drops his smile. Kara leans over to him and lowers her voice.
I hope we get to see that again. Soon.
I am very uncomfortable right now. We all look at each other in confusion.
Well then, that was certainly interesting.
Yes, that was definitely interesting, yep. The group laughs and the conversation flows again. Kara, you're weird, yep. Kara enjoyed every minute of the night, chatting amicably with Amelia's mother. Liana stayed quiet and spent most of her time just observing. Though she had a smile on her face, it seemed like there was something else on her mind. Amelia didn't talk much, preferring to let her parents do the talking, but she seemed very comfortable and relaxed. I can tell that even though they don't get to see each other very often, they have a good relationship. Once dinner was over, Amelia's parents insist on washing up and ask Amelia to show us to our rooms. She She leads us to the back of the house where there are 2 rooms and pauses in front of the first door.
This is my childhood room. We 3 will share this room.
She points to the door down the hall.
That is the spare room. You 2 may stay there.
So 3 is Amelia, Liana, and me, right? So we let the couple together, right? No?
Are you certain it's alright for us to stay tonight? I don't want to cause any trouble for your parents. They've already been so accommodating.
My parents are quite happy to receive guests. It would be an insult to refuse their invitation.
Okay.
Liana seems uncertain, but Kara throws her arm around her affectionately.
Don't worry, tonight will be super fun.
As a person who knows people like Zach, I know you can smile. No, and Kara, sorry, Taco. I mean, you should say sorry, Zach. Maybe. Maybe? Or sorry, Kara. I don't... Yeah, probably both. Maybe? I don't know quite yet if Zach is into her.
We'll braid each other's hair, play truth or dare, and of course, pillow fight.
Oh yes, of course. Mia cocks her head to the side.
Is that what roommates do?
Yes, all the
Definitely.
time. Yep, definitely, yep. Mia looks at Liana, who seems equally confused.
While we roomed together previously, we did not accomplish any of these tasks.
I'm just learning about this now, too.
Oh. I hate Kara, couldn't care less about her. Wait, what? Oh, I right-clicked.
Trust me, you'll love what I have planned.
Kara laughs and pushes the girls into the room. She winks at us.
Girls only.
Yes, of course. Then she closes the door firmly behind her. Why do I always get the feeling we're missing out?
Because we probably are.
A shriek of laughter filters through the doorway, followed by giggles.
Oh my god, don't squirm so much.
Are we really doing this? Is this really what we're doing?
Stop! I'm really ticklish there.
Is this really what we're doing?
I got it off.
This is what we're doing.
Hey, give it back!
We overhear even more squeals and giggles. My mind wanders as my imagination paints an alluring picture of what is going on behind that door. Zach's stoic stare seems too intense.
Stop! No way. Well, if that's how you want to play.
What? We hear a gust of wind from behind the door.
Fair, you're using magic.
Taco, shame on you. I'm just following Zach's lead. After Kara yelps, Zach's stone expression finally
What
cracks.
is going on in there?
Yeah. They're purposely doing this to get a reaction out of us. That's the only explanation. Another fit of laughter floats through the door. Right? Zach seems uncertain. I glance down at my feet and see the Pongo staring forlornly at the door. You wish you were in there too? He hops closer to the door. When no one lets him in, he lowers his head. Sorry, buddy, but it's girls only tonight. At least, leave me the Pongo. As if on cue, the door cracks open. Amelia's pigtails peek out as she reaches for the Pongo.
There you are. You are needed for science.
Poi.
The last thing I see is the Pongo's wide grin as the door slams shut behind him. Zach sighs.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's just go. Zach heads into the room and I follow. We mail about the room awkwardly and I swear I can hear the seconds tick by. This feels a lot less exciting than the other room. I will not have a pillow fight with Zach. Wait. I feel like I'd get instantly wrecked. We don't need them. We can have our own pillow fight. Yes! I grab the pillow off of the bed and heartedly whack Zach with it. Zach stares at me and crosses arms. I try another half-hearted whack, but Zach just continues his unwavering stare. Yeah, never mind. We both get ready for bed instead. Yo, that was great. As I crawl to bed, I count the seconds before exhaustion finally hits me and I fall asleep. Don't embarrass yourself too late. A noise wakes me up and I sit up in bed. The moon is high in the sky, casting silver light through the window. Wait, in the middle of the night? Zach remains fast asleep. I don't see anything else, so I lay back down and close my eyes, trying to go back to sleep. Instead, I toss and turn in bed as uneasy thoughts creep in. I try to clear my mind, but as soon as I begin to lose concentration, wiggles of doubt worm into my brain. What if I never learned how to cast? What if I can't gather enough energy? What if this energy kills me? What if I can't go home? And that last thought crosses my mind. As that last thought crosses my mind, I throw off my blankets in frustration. I need some fresh air. Tiptoeing past the sleeping Zack, I creep out of the room and fumble my way around a dark living room. I recognize Diana leaning on the balcony. I head over towards her. Oh boy, this is a solo moment. She smiles at me as I approach. Couldn't sleep? She nods. It did sound like you girls were having a lot of fun. Diana
Aura
blushes.
got my boot off, so I was only returning the favor.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We smile as the conversation lapses. She looks towards the stars, staring pensively at them. There must be something on her mind. Want to talk about it?
Hmm?
It seems like there's something on her mind. Yeah, there was something on her mind at dinner too. Minana faces me absent-mindedly, picks at her clothes, and absent-mindedly picks
It's
at her
nothing
clothes.
really. Tonight has been really fun, and Amelia's parents are so nice. It just started to remind me of my family. And then I got thinking.
Right, she has a brother that's also a mage knight, right? And you couldn't stop thinking? She nods. I look up at the myriad of sparkling lights in the deep night sky. The stars are still beautiful, but not as clear as when we were camping. We fall into a comfortable silence. Yana stares intently at the sky as if searching for answers. I wonder what's on her mind. Suddenly, she turns to me.
I promise we'll help you find a way home.
So that's what she was thinking. She was thinking about my family. I was surprised at the conviction in her voice. Oh, thanks. Actually, there's something I've been wondering.
What is it?
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but why are you doing so much to help a stranger? Liana stares incomprehensibly.
You were someone who needed help.
Yeah, but you didn't know who I was, and if I'd had other intentions? What if I'd had other
Then
intentions?
I suppose things would have turned out differently.
She notices my look and chuckles.
I would never leave someone who needed help. Especially if it was in my power to help them. I'm sure if it were me in that position, you'd have done the same.
What the fuck? What the fuck are those kinds of answers? Of course! I'm a helpful guy. You're right, I'm not one to walk away from someone who needs help. Liana smiles. Still, I wonder why she suddenly promised to help me find a way back home. What brought that on?
Sorry, I've just been thinking about home, and how it would feel if I looked at the stars and couldn't recognize a single one.
I can understand how being with Amelia's family can make her homesick. I've been thinking of home too. Maybe I can take her mind off of things for a while. What's that star?
Huh?
She blinks as she takes in my question, then looks back up towards the sky.
Which one?
The brightest one. Point to the brightest star in the sky. Liana grins.
That's the compass arrow. If you're ever lost, you can use the compass arrow to guide you, as it always points towards north.
Oh. Huh, just like our North Star.
You have a compass arrow too?
I nod. It's part of a larger constellation, though.
The compass arrow is called that because the stars surrounding it point to each direction, like on a compass.
Well, thanks to you, now I can look at the skies and recognize at least one star. Liana grins. She points to a cluster of stars which vaguely looks like a woman.
Do you see those stars?
I don't see a woman. Yeah, yeah.
That's my birth sign, Elwina. She was renowned for her beauty, and that beauty was immortalized in the stars.
Birth sign. It's like is oh.
Yeah, there's a belief that the star sign under which you are born can tell certain traits about yourself. Sometimes people use it to predict matches or fortunes.
So like zodiac signs, alright. Oh, like our zodiac constellations. We have a similar belief back home. So what does your birth sign say about you?
What do you think?
Ah, yes. Wow, do I really want to say this one? Like, it's so freaking smooth though. Like, it's so smooth. You're gullible. I mean, considering all that work she did for me to learn magic, and she's not giving up, and she's helping me, that one seems pretty accurate. But that one's so smooth. Probably that you're kind and patient and see the good in others. She seems genuinely surprised by my answer.
You think so?
Definitely. Whoa, 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 okay, hi. She smiles and this time it looks more natural.
Hopefully this place doesn't feel so lonely and foreign to you anymore.
What do you mean? No, but only because I got the chance to meet you and the rest of our team. Yes, and the rest of our team meet you. We lock gazes and I feel inexplicably drawn to her. Leona lights up as she sees something behind me.
Look! A shooting star!
Are you serious? The star rockets across the sky, leaving a trail of glitter. Quick, make a wish! She closes her eyes. After a moment, she reopens them.
What did you wish for?
Oh, I had to wish? It's a secret. It's a secret. I can't tell you or the wish won't come true. Yeah.
Oh, then I won't tell you mine either.
Ah! I messed up! I messed up! No! I didn't think this through. Can I get a hint? She shakes her head and smiles.
Nope.
Oh, come on. I'll give you a hint. She looks back towards the house.
Maybe we should go back and try to sleep.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Thank you for keeping me company.
I always enjoy our conversations.
Good night.
Night, night. She flashes me one last smile before heading back into the house. The house. I return to my room and crawl back into bed. Dang it! What did she wish for? It doesn't take long before I drift to sleep. Dang it! Dang it! I played myself. The next morning, we wake up early like usual. After getting ready and packing my things, I meet the rest of the team downstairs. Emia's parents wait for us by the door as we finish gathering our things. Her mother's lip trembles as she watches us pack.
Are you sure you need to leave so soon?
Aww. Leona smiles softly.
I wish we could stay longer, but we must be going. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
Of course. You're all welcome here at any time.
Emia's mom hands us
I
parcels.
packed all of you some food for your journey.
Aw, man, she's so sweet.
Oh, we couldn't possibly.
She tuts and forces the parcels into our
I
hands.
won't take no for an answer.
Emilia packs hers without protest, and the rest of us follow suit. We turn to her family one last time before leaving.
Thank you again.
It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, it was nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Damn, even Zach.
Farewell, Mother. Father.
Her mother squeezes each of us in one big hug. Oh. When she hugs Leona, she pauses.
Please take care of our daughter.
I will.
After one final goodbye, we leave their house and make our way back towards the town. We pass the inn and other shops, but we don't make any stops. Eventually, we pass through the town gates. We continue down the familiar dirt path surrounded by greenery. Most of our journey is uneventful. I've become more accustomed to the walking and the silences, but I still wish the journeys to our destination weren't so long. It can get pretty boring. We should play games. Just as I think that, something darts in front of me. Catch it! Whoa! I lunge for whatever it is, and my hands brush against its fur as I reach for its tail. It evades my grasp and hops into a bush. The pongo waddles over to the bush and watches it curiously.
Poi, poi,
The bush remains still. The pongo cocks its head to the side.
poi.
And he sticks his head into the bush. He immediately retreats as a claw swipes at him. He rushes back to me and hides behind my leg. He huffs. I mean, you did just go and bother it. I mean, I did just try and catch it. The pongo pouts looking betrayed.
Poi, poi.
Sorry, Pongo. You know I've always got your back. He perks up.
Poi, poi.
Fox, a dog, a cat? A rocket ship? So what was that thing?
It's a Sabali.
Sabali? Yeah, of course. That seems more excited than usual to see an animal. What's that?
Basically an overgrown rodent.
Oh. It's a big rat.
Untrue. Sabali are not part of the rodent family.
Oh boy, knowledge. Here we go.
They're way cuter than rodents.
I didn't get a very good look at the thing when it raced by. But what is it? Because from what I saw, it looked kind of like a baby bear with long claws and a very long tail.
That's a pretty accurate description, actually.
Huh. So not a rodent, it's a baby bear. With a tail.
They're very rare. Since you saw one, you're going to have good luck.
Oh yeah! Fist pump! Zach looks unimpressed.
I don't see how lucky it can be if it almost tripped him up.
I almost caught it.
Well, they tend to hide from people. If one lets you spot it, then that must mean you're special.
Yes, I'm special.
Such superstitions originated back when primitive societies were learning to recognize dangerous species from harmless ones.
Really?
Because the Sabali feed on insects and small rodents many would deem to be pests, they are recognized as a harmless and even helpful animal. As such, many humans wish to domesticate them as pets. But the Sabali are timid creatures and shy away from most other animals, especially ones which are considered threatening.
You know, I know about black cats that are unlucky. Is there an animal that's considered lucky? Huh.
Thus, the Sabali were regarded as lucky due to the difficult nature of witnessing one. In reality, there is no luck involved.
I see. You kind of take the magic out of it, though. Car pats playfully at Amelia.
Aw, come on, Amy. Let them keep their superstitions.
Amelia's eyes widen.
Amy,
Oh, she called her Amy.
Sure, that's your name, right? It's what your parents called you.
It is, but
But Amelia pauses, then seems to regain her composure.
my name is Amelia.
But your nickname
does
is
calling
Amy.
you Amy bother you?
Amelia seems uncertain.
I did not mean to imply that it is a bother. It is merely a surprise.
Alright, Amy it is.
Aw, well, don't worry, Amy. It's a cute name.
Mia fidgets as Liana calls her Amy. She tries to speak, but for once seems flustered.
Well, it seems that
Let's leave Amy alone and move on.
We stare at Zach.
You called her Amy.
It's shorter than 3 syllables. Why wouldn't I call her that if she's okay with it?
Yeah. Amelia or Amy?
well, if that is what you prefer, then I suppose you may
Wasn't she
call me
here?
as such.
Oh, there she is. Car grins and pats Amelia on the head.
I knew you'd come around.
Amelia at first blinks in confusion. As Car continues to pat her, she doesn't really seem to know what to do with herself. Eventually, she just lets it happen. Although Amelia tries to act cool, the touch of pink in her cheeks gives away her true thoughts. I think she likes the nickname. Rabbits are known as good luck? Oh, really? I guess her name is Amy now. Since everyone else is calling her Amy, I guess I may as well too. Plus, as Zach said, it's shorter than the alternative.
Anyway, let's get going.
We resume our journey. For the next 3 days, we travel on foot during the day and make camp at night. Liana continues my casting trainings, but I've made no progress. I begin to feel discouraged, and although she tries hard to hide it, I can sense the frustration Liana feels. Why am I having such a difficult time casting? There must be something I'm missing. As Liana won't give up on my trainings, I resolve to push past my disappointment and continue to focus myself. On the fourth day, we traveled the entire day and set up camp in the evening. Wait, but she said it took her weeks, right? So why are we getting frustrated on the fourth day? As we've done in all of our past trainings, Zach, Kara, and Amelia take care of the setup while Liana and I find an open area to train. I still dread whenever it's time to train as I haven't shown any progress. It's starting to feel like a useless chore at this point.
Ready?
I reluctantly
All
nod.
right. Just like we've practiced, focus on channeling through the manipulator.
As I've done so many times before, I try to do exactly what Liana says. Just like all my previous attempts, it doesn't work.
You've got this. You just have to focus.
I'm focusing. I strain with all my might, simultaneously trying to figure out what exactly I'm supposed to be focusing on and wondering if this is all actually bogus anyway. Nana watches me intently, waiting for the spark of magic, which doesn't appear. I let go and breathe out in frustration.
Try again.
Have we considered the possibility that only humans from Terra can cast? Liana's voice is firm.
Just try again.
Okay. With a heavy sigh, I bring up my hand again and try again. As expected, nothing happens. This is completely pointless. I lower my hand. Maybe I'm just not meant to cast. Okay, suddenly a strong gust of wind pushes me off my feet and knocks me into the ground. Oof! Luna glares at me, a fierce look on her face.
Get up.
Okay, I cough as I catch my breath and push myself to my feet. What the hell? Liana raises her arm again.
Deflect this.
What? Deflect? What does she mean by deflect? I can't use my sword to stop a gust of wind. I end up taking another hit and sway unsteadily on my feet.
I said deflect.
Oh god, she's forcing me into it. I balk at the sternness in her tone. Her entire demeanor has changed from a calm and patient teacher to a dangerous mage knight. What's gotten into you? She ignores me and aims another shot of magic. This time, I jump out of the way, but she is relentless. She lines up another shot. I don't know what you mean by deflect! Liana sends another gust after me, which I only narrowly dodge. Before I can get my bearings, another shot of magic comes at me. And then another. Would you just... And another. Hold on! And another. My breathing is short and anger warms my blood. Oh, through anger? She's shooting off wind blasts so quickly I don't have time to think or move. Her attacks are relentless and keep knocking me down. Another gust of wind soars towards me. Liana, stop! I take that blast, and although it's just as powerful as the others, this time I maintain my footing.
That's not deflecting.
She frowns in concentration as she ramps up another attack. Then she lets loose another gust of wind. I try to block it with my arms, but this blast is stronger than the last, and it hurls me into the air. I crash painfully on the ground, but force down the pain to get back onto my feet. My breathing is ragged and my body is sore. Liana is already channeling another attack. I don't know what's gotten into her, but I can't keep taking these hits. As she launches another attack, the anger bubbles inside of me and boils over. Oh. I throw out my hand and feel the anger shoot down my arm and out of my glowing manipulator in a gust of wind which knocks the blast away. Liana gasps and drops her attacks. There we go, through anger.
You did it!
Well, that was freaking easy! I stare at my arm, too bewildered to even comprehend what is happening. Suddenly, Liana is laughing loudly. As things calm down, I notice the rest of the group is already here. They must have heard the commotion.
He casted?
Liana grins broadly.
He did! He finally cast!
That's amazing!
Yeah, I almost freaking died! That wind magic, it came from me. The realization is slowly dawns on me. I casted that. My eyes grow wide and I split into a huge grin. Yes! I can't believe I did it! Nana's grinning from ear to ear. Even Zach cracks a smile and nods. Wait, Zach is smiling? Amy watches us curiously.
I assume you used the technique which we had previously discussed.
Wait, what? Liana looks sheepish and refuses to make eye contact. What technique? The high from my casting begins to wear off, and I remember the mix of anger and confusion I felt from the attacks. You mean you guys thought it would be a good idea to randomly just start attacking me? It's like channeling chakra basically, right? Except it's magic instead of life force. Yeah, I'm guessing the magic is life force though, so I think it's kind of the same thing. I think. No, I told you anger's the key. God damn it, what main character never listened to me? I wouldn't have killed you, it's basically just her pushing you with the wind, yeah. It doesn't cut or anything? I don't know, it didn't say anything like that, but... Liana shakes her head, looking a mixture of worried and guilty. Amy calmly responds.
Indeed.
Well, I didn't expect her to so bluntly agree. Why?
You were making no progress on your training, and I believed a new strategy was necessary. One such method is to utilize the ingrained need for survival. When placed in high stress, dangerous situations, the human body will use all its resources to ensure survival. By putting you in such a situation, your response to protect yourself enabled you to tap into the manipulator and channel energy.
Yeah, just a large gust of wind, yeah. Consider what Amy said. Everything happened so fast, but once I realized there was no way to talk my way out of Liana's attack, I knew there was only one way out.
I'm really sorry. Amelia felt this was the best way for you to learn since you didn't seem to be getting it my way.
See, Liana couldn't help, but Amelia could, yeah.
I
She
hope I
trails
wasn't
off.
too hard on you.
Please be gentle. It was effective, yeah. Obviously, I'm not that happy to have been surprised by this, but I will admit that it's an effective method. Liana looks hopeful.
Does that mean you forgive me?
I nod. She smiles as she sighs in relief. So what now? Should I try it again?
Are you feeling up to it? If you need to take a break, we can do that.
Yeah, am I not really sore? I think I should be okay. As the words leave my mouth, my arm stings and I feel a wet spot on my elbow. When I look down, I notice blood on my shirt. Huh, when did that get there? Liana gasps.
You're bleeding.
Yeah. I twist my arm trying to see the damage. You don't say.
Hold on, I brought bandages.
It's really no big deal. She races back to camp and grabs a roll of gauze from her pack. When she returns, she kneels beside me and reaches for my arm. I move my arm out of her grasp. What the fuck? Why would I do that? I'm okay, really. This is just a scratch. Based on the level of bleeding, I can tell it's a bit more than a scratch. So can Liana. She shakes her head.
It's my fault you got hurt.
Without taking no for an answer, she grabs my arm and takes a look. This time, I don't bother resisting. Gently, she dabs at the blood with a damp cloth. I try not to wince from the sting.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be gentle.
You're fine. Her hands are warm and delicate, and for a moment I forget what she's doing and can only feel her touch. Her gentle fingers deftly wrap the gauze, yeah, right? Gauze around my arm. After she secures it, she lets her hand fall back in her lap. I feel a split second of disappointment as I let my own arm fall beside me.
There, good as new.
Kiss it better, please. What the fuck? I move my arm back and forth experimentally. The gauze holds pretty well. Thanks. She smiles warmly.
No problem.
You know, I kind of wonder if, what happens if I pick all of the floaty answers? All of the floaty choices. I kind of wonder what happens. Cause, the same developers did a game before that one, where you could date multiple people though, like there were multiple rounds, I mean. And the one time I did, I picked all of the floaty answers was the funniest one. Like, it was so fun. So fun. I get to my feet and we return to camp. After we've all had a chance to eat and relax, we get ready for bed. For once, as soon as I lay down my head, exhaustion overtakes me and I fall right to sleep. Wait, I thought I always fell asleep really quickly. Maybe not. We wake up the next morning and continue our travels. After my last burst, yeah, I was thinking, what I was gonna do tonight. I usually end and then play an hour of, Danganronpa, but I was thinking maybe I could play Yu-Gi-Oh tonight. Oh yeah, I was also thinking about the website thing, and that so I kind of want to build my deck. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the Yu-Gi-Oh game I have on Steam, and like collect cards and learn about them, and then build a deck with that knowledge. And then I'll duel you, so that way I'll feel satisfied about the deck I'll have. After my last burst of magic, I've tried to replicate that feeling of casting. Though I'm finally seeing improvement, I still can't cast as well as I'd hope. Okay, Taco, good. The result of my casting is just a weak tendril of magic, but at least it's something. Liana's spirits have been lifted too, and she continues my training with renewed enthusiasm. And also, I was playing, Tag Force thing. Well, there was a Yu-Gi-Oh game on the PSP called Tag Force, I think. And that's where I saw the Gladiator Beast deck, and I played it, and it was super fun. So that's why it's probably what build or what deck I'm gonna do. Probably. No Kokichi today? But I like Yu-Gi-Oh! What the fuck do I do? Yeah. But you know, so Kokichi did tell us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? So I mean that's something. Plus we also saw that one scene in the Love Hotel thing. So yeah. And then if I'd play the RPG one, I'd have to play as Tenko. Rip. So yeah. I'm probably gonna end at 11 Crystalline, and then so I'm gonna go until 11, and then when a day ends I'll stop. And then I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! For an hour. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Kokichi does like Yu-Gi-Oh! But Kokichi, yeah. Do you know what deck he likes though? Eh? Did you ever duel him? My spirits have been lifted too, and she continues my training with renewed enthusiasm. A couple of days pass before the trees become denser as we reach... Hi dog, what's up? You good? You realize that family's not coming back, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, he's sad. Yeah, I'm gonna go put my dogs outside and feed my cat and put my parents to sleep. So, I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. Ugh. Alright, a couple of days pass before the trees become. Oh wait, you don't duel Kokichi because Kokichi knows how to duel. Wait, but then I'll duel you and you'll know how to duel. The flip. The flip. A couple of days pass before the trees become denser as we reach the woods. We must be on the right track. At first, the walk is easy as the trees line as a well-worn path, but the deeper into the forest we traverse, the more careful we become of our step as the wild undergrowth tangles our legs. Hello, Sibian, what's up? I'm back. The pongo wobbles unsteadily over the roots and debris on the ground and then hops onto my shoulder. The canopy overhead thickens, blocking out much of the sunlight. Liana glances uneasily around her. Noticing Liana, Zack glances around too and becomes grave.
I think we stumbled into the Forest of Grieving.
Wait. This feels really freaking familiar. Liana balks.
Grieving?
The pongo looks concerned.
Boy?
Zack nods. Kara looks curiously at Zack, then watches Liana gaze suspiciously around her. She seems to put two and two together and grins mischievously. Oh, yeah, we're trolling her, huh?
Isn't that the one with all the trapped souls?
Oh boy. Liana's eyes widen and her voice trembles.
Trapped souls?
Liana's so cute when she gets flustered. Oh yeah, I think I heard about that back at the inn. Isn't this the forest where every one of these souls try to take their own life and then... I freeze. My eyes grow wide and I let my jaw drop. Then I point behind Liana with a shaky finger. Oh my god! Liana, don't move. Liana rushes over and lashes onto me.
Don't let it get me!
I hide my grin as I lay a hand to comfort her. Amelia puts her hands on her hips. Is she gonna get it?
Evidently, Zack. You were misinformed as there is no such place as the Forest of Grieving.
No, there definitely is a Forest of Grieving. Right, Kara?
Absolutely.
If that is true, it is certainly not here.
Liana pats her face bright red.
You guys are the worst!
Oh, come on. Poor Liana. She rushes closer to Amelia and pointedly ignores Zack and Kara, who pretend to hide their amusement. Liana frowns at me too. The pongo shoots the two of them dirty looks.
Poi! That's right, Pongo.
She scoops him into her arms and hugs him into her chest. The pongo doesn't protest. Hint, hint. It's just frickin' Amy didn't get it. We continue to walk in silence as we venture further within the forest. The air feels thick and heavy. The canopy thins out, but the trees themselves have knotted and thick bark, making them seem very old. They brighten with an ethereal blue-green luminescence. Whoa, suddenly we got really pretty. Does anyone else feel that? It's the Forest of Grieving! The pongo squirms in Liana's grasp and hops out before exploring the forest.
This place is loaded with magical energy.
Is that why it's glowing?
The natural formation of crystals is what gives it its coloration.
I take my time admiring the natural beauty of the place. It feels like a scene from a fairy tale. Peeking out from behind a tree is a small pink pongo. My pongo hops over to her, and when she realizes she's been spotted, she hops out into view and tilts her head curiously. How does a pongo tilt its head?
Boy? Boy!
Sick voice acting. The pink pongo looks over at Liana and gives her a wide grin. Liana gasps as it hops closer to her.
How cute!
She reaches out towards the pink pongo, who hops into her arms.
Aw, she likes me!
Liana squeals excitedly and hugs her close. Another pongo peeks out from behind a bush and hops over to Liana. Her grin grows even wider. She opens her arms and the pongo hops in, much to Liana's delight.
Another Pongo!
Okay, this is gonna be like
Boy!
a ton of Pongo. Oh, yeah.
Boy! What?
Even more Pongos pop out from behind the trees and bushes and begin to surround Liana, who watches them with joy.
So many Pongos!
She reaches out to all of them, and they each openly receive her affection.
Boy!
Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, how does one tilt its head? How are they... Are they like sticking to the trees? The course of poise increase as even more emerge, and soon even Liana is overwhelmed by the sheer number of Pongos. Zack stands as close to the edge of the trees as possible and as far away from the Pongos as possible. His hands hover protectively over his dischargers as he eyes the Pongos suspiciously. Amy moves from Pongo to Pongo, seemingly studying the variations. Kara joins in and plays with the Pongos closest to her. As even more Pongos filter out into the clearing, Liana's eyes fill with tears. What the fuck?
Too many Pongos!
Oh no, Liana, are you okay? Her smile is still as wide as ever. I don't know if that's a smile. As she kneels onto the ground, holding as many Pongos as she can in her arms, but the tears continue to flow. She speaks between sobs.
I can't hug them all!
Kara comes over and puts a comforting arm around her.
It's okay. Just hug as many as you can.
Well, what? Liana sniffles and nods. The Pongo looks up at me with a wondering gaze. Stay by my Pongo. I look down at him and smile. Don't worry, you're the only Pongo I need. He beams and hops into my arms and nuzzles me affectionately. From among the Pongos emerges a Pongo larger than the others. He has a twist of leaves which he wears around his head as he passes. As he passes, all the other Pongos seems to settle down in reverence. Oh my god, it's the Pongo King. I can't hug them all, legit me, I would hug. He paused in front of Liana.
Boy.
Pongo King. Liana blinks.
Boy!
That was a long string of poise. Become in poise! Yeah, he's talking to Liana, so... She seems to be the expert on Pongo stuff. I certainly have no idea what's going on. The Pongo steps up to the larger Pongo and speaks in a series of poise.
Boy!
Poi poi. The larger Pongo seems surprised, then nods.
Boy! Poi
Poi. He turns around and hops deeper into the forest. Our Pongo faces us. I think he wants us to follow it. He tilts his head to indicate the forest and follows the larger Pongo. Should we follow them? Zack shrugs, but Liana nods.
Yeah, I think we should. At the very least, we can't leave him.
What if he's leading us to danger?
What? They're Pongos.
It would seem that the other Pongos respect the larger Pongo. He may be the equivalent of a king or other authority figure. If he wished us harm, we would already know.
Besides, the most harm a Pongo can do is cuddle us.
We better get a move on before we lose them. We follow the Pongos further into the forest. Some of the other Pongos tag along, popping in and out of the trees. I've never seen so many Pongos in one place before. What are they all doing here? Eventually, we stop in front of a crumbling stone structure. I mean, they're there because there's a lot of magic, right?
Boy!
Ooh. The Pongo leader nods.
Boy!
Poi poi.
Boy!
What the fuck? It's like when the Pokemons talk to one another. It's like, what?
Boy!
Bulbasaur. That is literally the only thing I can think of.
It would seem the Pongos have escorted us to the temple we seek.
Ah, yeah. How did they know? Can they understand us?
More than likely. Our Pongo friend inquired as to the reason for the migration of so many Pongos in one area. He must have been curious about their source of energy, which just happens to be the Earth Temple.
And now my eyes at Amy. This seems very coincidental. Do you speak Pongo?
No, but that rationale should be common sense.
Oh. Wait, was she being a savage towards me? Is that what happened? Zack snorts, then tries to cover it up. I look back at the temple. It clearly hasn't been touched in a long time, and half of it is falling apart. Is it safe to go in there? Cause I want to squish them. They're so adorable that I want to squish them. When you say squish them, what do you mean? I think I'm mixing up squish and squash, right? Squish is like hug tightly, correct? Right? Cause seems excited, yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's go. She marches towards the temple.
But what about the Pongos? Won't they be upset?
Will they? Especially considering we intend to absorb the energy. They don't
The
know
temples
that.
were built over areas of naturally high concentrations of energy, so the temples continuously amass energy at an accelerated rate.
So we'll absorb the energy, but then it'll regenerate.
Therefore, the amount which we will absorb will be replenished fast enough to not adversely affect the Pongo's ecosystem.
Why don't people leave near these pockets of continuous energy?
The only energy we are able to manipulate is extracted from crystals.
Ooh, what if I could do that, you know? I absorb the energy, and then I make crystals, and then I make money!
This form of energy,
Depends on the
which
squish, like
resides in
squishing
the air,
cheeks is soft, is
cannot
also
be
squish
manipulated
like
or
kill.
absorbed by humans.
I'm both. Interesting. She pauses.
Humans of Terra, that is. In contrast, Pongos are able to absorb all forms of energy, including airborne.
I'm a Pongo. I see. Either way, it sounds like the Pongos will be okay. Nana nods and we follow Kara. The Pongos make no move to stop us, but continue to watch us curiously.
Come on!
We approach the temple's entrance. The temple's structure, at least what remains of it, reminds me of the one from the fire temple. It's built with an open front, and I can see where the altars may have stood in the past. Now it's just weathered stone. The columns are still holding up, but I watch them precariously, untrusting of their stability. Vibrant green moss camouflages the gray stones. I have to admit, the view is quite impressive. Look at the eggs, though. Might just be lights, but the eggs, though. Kara takes the lead and steps carefully on the stones, obviously testing for traps. The rest of us hang back and let her explore without distraction. Nana holds onto the Pongo, who seems eager to explore with Kara. After circling through the temple, she returns to us perplexed.
Based on the design of the fire temple, I figured the earth temple would have more traps. Or even just one trap, but I found 0.
Then we should definitely stay on our guard.
Are you doubting my abilities?
No! I just meant...
Kara giggles.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, she keeps freaking teasing everyone. Zack grumbles and crosses his arms. I still ship it. Amy steps up to the temple and starts to have a careful look around. The rest of us slowly filter in too. The Pongo hops out of Leona's arms and bounces excitedly into the temple. Amy fidgets with her manipulator, much to the curiosity of Leona.
What are you checking?
I am searching for any anomalies in these magical readings. The barrier from the last temple resonated a unique signature. If such a thing were to exist here as well, it is highly likely to lead us to the Earth Elemental.
Kara shakes her head in wonder.
I still can't believe the elementals are real.
Yeah, and I can absorb them.
I wouldn't jump so fast to that conclusion.
Oh, come on.
Seriously? Did you forget about our journey to the fire temple?
I didn't. But I don't remember me or the rest of you seeing the fire elemental. Except him.
Why, you saying I'm a liar? Zack gives me a pointed look.
He wouldn't have a reason to lie about it.
Exposure to large quantities of magical energy can potentially cause hallucinations. There have been documented cases of such events
Also, I'm
transpiring.
hallucinating? She wasn't a hallucination, she was definitely real. Doesn't her transferring energy to me count as proof? Oh wait, it's not voiced? What? Huh. How weird. She says, Your absorption of magic and the existence of elementals is not a causal relation. I thought you'd be the one most likely to believe me.
I do give credence to your anecdote in which you believe to have seen the fire elemental. However, more evidence is required to turn that anecdote into a fact.
She continues to attentively monitor her manipulator.
There appears to be a strange pattern regarding energy distribution.
A sudden rumble from above breaks our attention. The rocks shift precariously, then crack and come crashing down above me. Nana tackles us both out of the way just as the rock smashes down, leaving a heavy split in the stones on the ground. I land hard on my body, my body erupts in aches.
Are you okay?
Are we solo? Liana props herself up on top of me and peers down with a worried look.
Sorry. I channeled my wind energy into reaching you in time, and I didn't even think about softening the landing.
I mean, at least you saved me. I stare at her. You just saved my life and you're apologizing over something like that? Liana looks a little surprised, but then she lets out a smile. Are you okay?
Yeah, thankfully the brunt of my fall was broken by...
Her voice trails off and her cheeks redden when she realizes she's straddling me. She quickly picks herself up. Aw, actually I didn't mind us being like that. What the fuck? I wince as I carefully push myself to my feet. Liana's attention is on the mountain of rocks sectioning us from the rest of the team.
Hey, can you guys hear us?
Yeah, I see, we're alone. Kara's voice is muted from the other side of the rock wall. We're fine, what happened?
The structure collapsed from the instability of the ruins. I would advise caution moving forward.
Hi, boy.
The Pongo's voice is very small. Pongo!
Don't worry, he's safe here with us.
Speaking of moving, how are we gonna get these stones moved?
Stand to the side. I'll move them with my magic.
Liana motions me to move back and I comply. Her gauntlet flickers to life as she channels her wind energy. At first, the rocks refuse to budge, but Liana keeps trying. Sweat beads on her face as she concentrates, but even after a few more attempts, she's unable to move any of the rocks to break the wall.
I can't seem to move any of the stones.
The frustration is evident in her voice. It's weird that she can't move any of the stones at all. I hear some shuffling on the other end, and I assume it's Amy using her manipulator to scan.
Interesting. It appears these are no ordinary stones. They are shielded with magic.
Magical stones? What does that mean?
The magic they are shielded with are dampening any other outside magical efforts.
That's not good.
However, in light of this new information, I am able to adjust the type of reading necessary to override the wall's magic block. By doing so, I am able to plot out the navigation of this temple as the ruins emit energy. Based on our current locale, our paths will converge in a short time if we move further in.
Alright. That sounds like a plan to me.
Let's get going then.
Liana and I look at each other and nod. We start heading in the direction Amy provided. We stick close together and keep a cautious eye on our surroundings. Liana periodically checks her manipulator. Looking for something?
I'm following Amy's energy signature to make sure we're both going in the same direction. So far, we're still on the right path, and should be converging with them soon enough.
That's good. I put my hands behind my head. Hey, I forgot to thank you earlier for saving me, so thanks. Liana smiles.
You did the same for me.
Did I? Huh?
Raven Pass, remember? When we fought the treasurer.
Wait. But... Okay, I know I keep analyzing how this game was made, but that was a choice, right? Like, I had the choice to save her or not save her, so... Wow. Wow. Cool beans that it remembers that. Oh, that. I guess so, but I only pushed you out of the way back then. In hindsight, I probably should have also dived out of the way too instead of, you know, eating the blast full force.
Moving out of the way would have been a better idea, but it was heroic nonetheless.
Aw, thank you. Liana smirks.
Besides, you find yourself in trouble so often that saving you has kind of become second nature.
Oh, come on. Come on. Wow, rude. Liana giggles. She seems to be in better spirits as we continue traveling. We turn a corner and find ourselves in a slightly open area. I notice a bit of movement from the corner of my eye, but when I look over, all I see are the same mossy vines which were covering the entrance of the temple too. That's strange.
The energy reading here is higher than usual.
What's up? Liana goes to draw her sword.
It's not dormant like everywhere else. I'm scanning active energy here.
Uh-oh. Before I can react, vines shoot up from the stones of the ruins and converge straight towards Liana. She gasps and attempts to swing at the incoming vines, but there are too many of them. As they entangle her limbs, she loses the grip on her sword and it clatters to the ground. Oh boy.
What is this?
Oh boy. Oh boy. For some reason, the vines only target Liana and have kept the berth around me. Maybe the trap was only sensitive to energy manipulation? Thankfully, I wasn't casting. Liana struggles to break free in vain as the vines lift her off the ground.
Help me down!
I pull out my sword, but the vines twist and tangle around each other, which makes Liana a moving target too. Last thing I want to do is accidentally cut her as I'm trying to cut the vines. Might be best that I wait, right? No, let's end this. Yeah. Oh god, no, nope, I'm not doing this. I dash forward and with skillful precision slice down the vines. As my sword cuts through the vines, they writhe and shrink away from Liana until she's able to wriggle free. Fortunately, more vines emerge and head straight for me. I cut them as they approach, but there are too many of them and I struggle to keep up. Just as the vines are able to encircle me, I spot the familiar glow of a blade carved trails of light through the vines. Liana's are blurry as she methodically slices the vines with an accuracy and speed I strive to mimic. Before long, all the vines lay in motionless pieces on the ground. Well then.
This never happened. Got it?
Yep. She glares at me despite her burning cheeks. Yes, ma'am.
Let's hurry up and get going then.
Oh boy. Liana doesn't wait for me as she continues down the path. I jog to catch up to her. Liana's extra cautious and keeps her blade at the ready as we continue down the path. Thankfully, without further incident, we spot the rest of the group waiting for us on a converging path.
You guys made it!
Boy!
The Pongo bounces over to me and leaps into my arms. Hey, buddy. Car beams and waves us over. She blinks when she gets a better look at us.
Whoa. Did something happen?
Liana clears her throat as a subtle pink tinges her cheeks.
Nothing at all. Isn't that right?
She shoots me with a warning glare. Right. Nothing. Kara looks back and forth between us and then grins.
Oh, I get it. I mean, you two were alone after all.
No, this is not what I meant. No. Liana's cheeks flare.
No, it's not what you're thinking.
Kara winks.
Right. Nothing happened.
Oh boy, Liana mumbles something incoherent as she pushes past Kara.
What is with everyone's overly active imaginations today?
What? The group looks to me for answers. Yeah, nothing happened. Let's get going?
I concur. It would be advisable not to spend any more time than necessary here.
You could just say that you ran into trouble. Yeah, but then it wouldn't explain her cheeks being flushed, but yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Boy.
Don't worry about it. Pongo shrugs as he hops onto my head. With Liana leading the way, we continue moving forward. We continue down the path of the Earth Temple. Early access version minigame will be available in future builds. Oh boy, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here. But it's time for the dices, so here we go. This one. If I get higher than 10, I do good. She got really tired when fighting, that's why her cheeks are red. Got everyone are bad liars. I think the worst liars in this game are probably Liana and I. Yeah. Alright, come on, do well. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay, sorry. There you go. Do well. We finally make it to the core of the temple. I wonder what minigame it is. The center of the temple is a lot different than the rest of the place. For one, it's not crumbling apart. Birds flitter across the sky and there is lush greenery all around. Sitting in the middle of the garden is a beautiful woman. Earth Temple! Her dress is the same green as the plants, and there's something about her that feels warm, inviting, and alive. The sounds and voices of my friends fade away as I'm filled with the tranquility and beauty of nature surrounding me. She raises her hand, and at her touch, I feel a sense of calm and peace. Just like at the fire temple, I can feel the revitalizing effect of the energy absorption. The more energy I absorb, the more translucent the elemental becomes until, with a small smile, she disappears. Goodbye! Slowly, the scenic nature view fades from my senses and I'm pulled back to the crumbling ruins of the temple and the curious faces of my friends. Amy and Liana hover by me as the Pongo looks up at me from the ground.
His pupil dilation is returning to normal.
Are you feeling okay? You completely zoned out there.
I nod. I still feel dazed as the remnants of tranquility begin to fade.
Did you see the Earth Elemental?
I did. This time, though, it felt different. When the energy was channeling to me at the Fire Temple, I felt a rush of passion and strength. This time, I felt more of a sense of peace and calmness.
I can confirm you did absorb a substantial quantity of energy. However, your mention of feeling emotions based on absorbing differing elemental energy is quite fascinating. It is something which has never been reported before, given that humans of Terra cannot absorb energy. Once your senses have fully returned to normal, I would appreciate discussing in greater detail what exactly you experienced during the actual absorption of energy.
Sure, we can talk about it later. Where's Zack and Kara? Oh, as if on cue, the two of them appear, each holding bags filled with what I would assume is whatever loot could be found.
Don't mind us. We just went on a little all-you-can-grab treasure buffet.
She grins and opens her pouch to hand something to Amy.
Here, I found this.
What is it? She hands Amelia an ancient tome.
I figured you might be interested in this sort of thing.
Amy carefully turns the pages of the book with great interest.
This is written in ancient Gaian script, a language of which I have studied, but of which I am not fluent.
What? It will take me some time to translate it using my references, but the content should be most academic. She smiles at Kara.
Thank you.
Yeah, my voice acting is pretty good, right? Yes, right. Kara pats her on the head.
You're most welcome.
They have Okay. A rumble above interrupts us. We all tense up and go on high alert, but no rockslide occurs this time.
It looks like we got everything we need from here. Let's head out before another cave-in blocks our exit.
We'll agree, and still on high alert, we make our way out of the temple as quickly as we can. We make it out of the temple and back into the forest. The sunlight shimmers through the trees, making me wince and blink. Liana lets out a deep, relieved breath.
We made it.
Now that we have successfully made it through the temple, let us not forget our purpose for coming here.
Yes. We look at Amelia with curiosity. She gestures to me.
His energy reading has increased substantially. Perhaps it is now possible for him to open a temporal rift.
You want to try that now? Grin spreads across Amelia's face. Okay. I think she thinks I'm like some kind of science subject, you know? This place is pretty barren. I suppose we can try it here. The car blinks.
Oh, you're doing that again.
She shuffles away and away and away until she's behind a tree.
Keeping watch again?
You know it.
Zack creates a bit of a distance too, but not as much as Kara. Liana and Amelia look at me.
Are you ready?
Kara's voice is far away.
Wait!
She races back, scoops up the Pongo, who gives a little squeak of protest, and sprints back to her tree. Finally, she gives a thumbs up.
Okay, good to go.
I think she was talking to me though.
All right, let's
whatever.
try it. Just do what you did last time, except now you can focus and channel your energy.
Mia, who is standing beside her, nods. I close my eyes and try to focus on creating a rift.
I bring up in my mind the images of what I saw when I first entered Terra. I inhale and exhale slowly as I try to draw in on that peace I felt when I met the Earth Elemental. I remember the scent of wildflowers, the fluttering of birds, and the creaking of trees fills me with a soft, gentle calm that spreads throughout the rest of my body. An odd, tranquil stillness fills my mind.
Keep going. Visualize your cast.
My brows furrow. I see a dark shape peeling away at the sky. And suddenly, a hot surge of energy flashes down my arm. There's a loud crack followed by a hiss. I open my eyes. A churning wind pours out of my manipulator and swirls about the dirt and grass. The trees groan and sway. I try to keep the wind stable, but it's just too strong. The muscles in my arms strain with effort. The wind whips about Liana's hair and clothes. My cast is more powerful than before, but still unrefined.
You are nervous and panicking. Ease your mind and calm yourself.
Right, don't panic, don't panic. My heart lurches, anxiety coils in my stomach.
You may stop now.
Okay, I do as she says. The wind snarls and then smooths to a gentle breeze. The last bit of it skims through the grass and then vanishes quick as a butterfly flutter. My arms dangle at my sides. They feel as if they're being pulled down by heavy weights. I take in deep breaths, my heart still pounding. I cringe and look up at the two. How did I do? Yana hesitates.
That was
a failure.
Oh, yeah.
Amelia!
Maybe blinks in surprise.
Is that not what you were going to say? He was unable to create the rift.
Yana sighs and crosses her arms.
He did better than his first try. He actually cast something this time.
Amelia blinks again.
I see. I suppose there was some improvement.
She taps her chin in thought.
I believe your magic training should involve bettering your accuracy and honing your focus. At this point, we are still unsure if the inability to create the rift is from your lack of energy or technique.
Right. Yeah. I puff out a defeated sigh. It seems that I still have a long way to go.
Hey, where did Zach go?
Huh? I look up. Zach isn't anywhere in sight. That's weird. I glance around. Deep in the forest, I see a rustle of something black. I squint. Maybe it's Zach's trench coat. I zero in on it and to see Zach and Kara peeking behind the tree. Hey, when did you get all the way back there? Zach's voice is faint.
You couldn't control it. No way was I gonna stand there if you went splat. This coat is not easy to clean.
What? When spat? Like, oh my god. My jaw gives a little tweak. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Kara grins and claps her hands. She shouts for us to hear her.
You put on quite the show. Glad I wasn't there for it, though.
Oh, come on. Stop picking on me. Liana frowns.
Okay, it's done now. Can you guys come back?
Kara skips over. Zach follows with his arms crossed.
So, where to next?
According to Elderissim's notes, Ellendale is the closest city located to where the ancient people worshipped the air elemental. I believe we will be able to uncover more information from the library there.
So I'm missing water and air, and then void. Got it. Kara smiles and ruffles Amy's hair.
Sounds great, Amy.
Amelia flushes, she coughs, and then glances away.
Let us be on our way.
We hike out of the forest and find a new path. Amy leads us north, and we begin traveling on foot for the rest of the day. My legs ache, and by the time the sun starts to disappear, I'm ready to collapse. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects from trying to cast earlier, but all this walking is making me even more exhausted than usual. Not to mention that I almost died being crushed by rocks, and then I had to save Liana from vines. So yeah. We keep walking until we find a good campsite. Liana says the large open space would be a good place for me to practice my wind magic in the morning. Amelia sparks a small campfire for us. Zach cooks up another delicious dinner, and by the time I'm done, I can barely keep my eyes open. The rest of the group is still up and talking, but as soon as I lay my head down, I tumble into a deep and fast sleep. Alright. That's it. That is it for now. Da-da-da. Um, Menu? Yeah, save. Da, 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 da. All right, well, one more temple down. So there's only probably 3 or 2 left. Considering there's 5 episodes, I'm guessing 3 left. So, yeah. I'm gonna play some Yu-Gi-Oh! For an hour. I really like this screen though. This screen is awesome. Is this the air temple, actually? Yeah, I like it. Alright. I really like this game so far. You know? It's pretty good. I like how funny it is. The characters feel pretty real too. Well, real, you know. They are in a fantasy world and they have skills that aren't real, but their personalities, like, sure, they're over the top, right? Well, Amy is over the top, but you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right,